Hey guys, it's me, Cali. How's everybody doing today? I'm back with a weekly update and an auction haul for you guys. I've had a really busy week this week. I feel like I haven't had a minute to sit down and relax, but all good stuff. Lots of family stuff going on. It was my grandson Carter's 6th birthday. It was my son Jonathan's 29th birthday, which freaks me out. I can't even believe it. I got to see one of my dear friends, Jonathan, this week and hang out with her in Lincoln. And while I was there with her, she let me borrow this great cookbook. It's called Cooking with the Dead. And it's recipes and stories from fans on the road of deadheads who traveled with the dead and further and now probably fish. And these are all the vendor recipes from Shakedown Street, all the people who cook for the fans and deadheads. And I thought that I might share some of these recipes with you guys because there's some amazing, really cool recipes. So she's going to let me borrow this for a while, so I will be sharing some of these with you guys. And really, really cool book. And if you're into the Grateful Dead at all, or just a hippie in general, I would recommend it. So Elizabeth Zipburn, Cooking with the Dead. Check it out, and I will be sharing some, I don't know, probably like a burrito recipe or something. So what else went on this week? Oh, we celebrated Yom Kippur with dear friends of ours, Sylvia and Steve, and Tom and I had the honor of sharing in that. And we actually, fasted and broke fast, and I'm not Jewish by heritage, but I'm surrounded by many of my friends and family who are, and I just love ritual and tradition and, again, friends and family and feasting and good wishes and for the new year. So for all of those who celebrate, and even for those who don't, happy good wishes for a good new year. So that was a lot of fun. And then Wednesday was the autumn equinox, Mabon, and, I shared with you guys some candles that we made for Mabon. So we did some feasting and loving and just giving thanks. And, I actually made a list this week just because I was really thinking about how blessed I am to have been surrounded. I always talk about my friends and my blessings, and I really, truly am blessed. And, women as well as men, but the women that I've been surrounded by in my life, I made a list, just of anyone who came to my head who, I've considered very near and dear to me. And there's a really long list, starting from, my very first friend that I can remember ever, Amy, when I was, 6 months old, to, the blessings of you guys that I'm meeting on YouTube, and, so anyway, what was my point there? Just this week, I've been feeling so blessed and so honored to be a part of this great circle of family and friends that I have around me in my life. And yay, I could cry. So enough of that mushy gushy stuff. I'm still doing my daily green juice. Today is whatever the date is today, the 27th, I think, or something like that. That's going amazing, and I will continue this forever. If, I can't foresee a time when I'm not going to do this. So it's been a little over 3 weeks now, and I just feel amazing every day, and I'm still eating raw till 4. And just unlimited, no counting calories. It's high carb, low fat, low sodium. If you guys are interested, I'm not going to talk a lot about it here, but if you'd like me to talk a little bit more about, my own personal journey towards health and wellness, because you guys, I'm doing baby steps right now. I am right at the beginning. Up until 2 years ago, I trashed my body, for the most part, for all part. So I've only really been taking good care of myself for the last 2 years, and it's slowly, I'm adding more and more. So anyway, if you are interested and you would like me to talk more about it, I would love to talk more about it, and maybe I'll make a video about it. But highly recommend it if you guys haven't done any juicing, or I just said I'm not going to talk any more about it. So that's enough about that. Okay, I am going to take a sip. Excuse me. So delicious. At the auction last night, Patty, I always talk about my friend Patty. Shout out to Patty. She's got a huge garden too, and I told you guys that's the one thing I miss about my last house is my big, huge garden. You know, right now I'd be up to my elbows in tomato sauce, harvesting tomatoes, but to everything there is a season. Patty gifted me with a huge bag of goodies from her garden last night. So some of her collard greens and tomatoes and cucumber made it into my green juice this morning. So that is even, you know, then you can really taste the love when you have veggies, fruits and veggies that are grown by hand by people who love you. Oh my goodness. Talk about energy for your body. But yeah, there I go again. I'm going to talk about the auction right now. And maybe, because I've thought about it, I might give you a tiny sneak peek at one of the projects I've been working on for one of the videos that I'm going to release this week. I'm not done with it yet, but I might give you a peek. Anyway, last week when I showed you my auction haul, I neglected to show you one item that I was particularly happy about. And then there's even another story that ties into this. So it's funny how things work out. So I forgot to show you, I got 3 chairs for my dining room table for $5. 3 bent wood wooden chairs, and I'm about to show you. And I still, my bad you guys, but I still have not like polished these up yet or anything. But, okay, here we go. Alright, they're wood. There's the backs. 3 of these, and you know me, I'll be making, you know, cushions for the seat. 3 of these chairs for $5. And I was thrilled to death because when I got this table, the table and chairs that I have now, I got them from a friend for like $35 for the table and the chairs. And it was like, it's just a regular, you know, that blonde pine, I guess it is, table, circular table, and there were 4 chairs. Like Danish, I guess. I'm not much on styles and architecture and things like that, but anyway, they were cool chairs. They matched the table, and they were fine, but they were big, and they got in the way, so I would only have 2 at this table, and then I had 2 in my bedroom, like if I had guests over or something, so they were kind of awkward. So I wanted something smaller. So when these came up, we got them. Well, the old chairs, we took them out of the house, and there's 2 that are still on my front porch that need to go. But 2 of them, Tom and Nick, took right away back to the auction and just kind of put them outside there's a ton of furniture and stuff that's like outside at the auction. And we're going to bring the other 2 that are outside over there as well. Well, I forgot about it. I forgot that we had brought those chairs over there. And last night, you know, the bidding starts on chairs. I'm not paying attention because I don't need chairs. And I realized people behind us, Eagle and Mary always buys for her store, were bidding on these 2 chairs, which were my old chairs that we had left outside there. And she paid $16 for 2 chairs. So I didn't realize what was going on until it was over. And I was like, Mary, well, if you want, I have 2 more, and I'll bring them next week, and you can have them for free. So if I'd have known, I would have just gave them to her. So I just thought it was funny how stuff works out. So I wound up getting 3 chairs for $5, and I didn't make money, but the auction made money on my old ones. But very cool stuff. That's that. So that was last week, and then this week I didn't get a lot. Tom got. Oh, and poor Tom, I got to tell you. We're sitting at the auction last night. We got there super early, and we're talking to Patty and Jonathan and looking at stuff, and we were getting settled and sitting down, and more people came in, and all of a sudden Kenny, who runs the auction, comes in and is like, does anybody have a blue Durango? And that's Tom's truck. And Tom's like, I do. Why? And he's like, somebody just hit it in the parking lot. So Tom gets up and goes outside. I stayed put. Nick went outside as well. And, yeah, then a couple of people came in and were like, is Tom okay? Because he's, like, upset in the parking lot, like yelling. Anyway, everything worked out. the Durango did sustain a little bit of damage, but the guy who hit it, I mean, it truly was an accident. They don't call them on purposes, you know. But the guy gave him his insurance, and, you know, everything was on the up and up. But stuff happens. Anyway, so, unfortunately, while they were outside dealing with that, the auction was continuing, and up for bid came, and for those of you who know the movie, The Christmas Story, with the lamp, with the leg, and I wish I had it here to show you, but I do not. It's at Tom's house. I, as an amputee, and I can't speak for all amputees, but I, as an amputee, have a special affinity for that lamp. Because, you know, and I think I have seen I've seen at least one other amputee do a Halloween costume just as the lampshade with her one leg, like in a fishnet and a high heel. Great. But anyway, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I probably sound ridiculous, but for those of you who do know what I'm talking about, there's a lamp in this movie that's a lampshade. It's the tackiest thing in the world, with a leg and a high heel and a fishnet, and that's the lamp. Well, that lamp last night came up for auction, for bid, and I bid on it, and I bid on it, and I got it until, I think I paid $20 for it, or Tom paid $20 for it. But he was outside. He didn't even know I got it. So when he came back in, which he was okay, you know, he looked down, he's like, oh, you got the lamp? So, yeah, we got the Christmas Story lamp, and it's so tacky, it's cool. So there. So we got that, and I'm trying to think if he got anything else. I don't think so, that I remember. But I got, in no particular order, I'm going to show you that one really amazing thing. I got these two. If I didn't get them so cheap, I paid $1 for both of these. They're not really my style. They are heavy duty. Look at the pattern on that. You know, it just says ceramic vase. And for plants. And here's another one. Which, these are good for like succulents, you know, cactuses, or a jade plant, or a bonsai tree. Something like that. So, in and of itself, oh, made in the USA. In and of itself, not really my style, but mixed in with, well, you know, who am I kidding? Mixed in with all my other plants and the things I have on the porch with all different colors, and these will fit in really nicely, and I'm not going to alter them at all, and I will be using them, although it is time for me to basically start, you know, another month, where at the end of the season I'm going to be unpacking everything and putting things away, so I probably won't be using these this season. You'll see them again in the spring. Then I got, and this is really cool, and I think this was maybe $3, and it was considered a box lot, although it wasn't in a box. Sometimes they'll have big boxes with like random kitchenware, and in the past, and for those of you who've been seeing this for a while, you know, I have bought these things, but I really don't need any more of this stuff. But one thing I saw peeking out that I did always want made me bid on this box lot. So I think it was $3. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. And it was like this, okay? And I'll show you what's in here. This is a bunt pan, obviously, but here's two good heavy-duty baking, you know, bread pans. Bake King. In great shape. Can always use good cookware, good bakeware. There are two, one small box grater, and I'll probably give this to my daughter because I have a heavy-duty big one. Although this is kind of cool, and I actually did think, because you guys know me, I was like, wow, that would be cool to alter, you know, but a little dangerous. But anyway, I'll see if my daughter wants it, as well as this one, which I'll probably keep this. You know, how many graters do you need? But I have a big box grater. I also have a mandolin, but I like these because you can just lean them up against your bowl, so it's not as awkward as the box grater, and they're a lot easier to clean. So I probably will keep this one. And then, randomly in the box, which, okay, were these two which I will alter, but I appreciate whoever did this, what they did. I like the idea of it. It's rounded glass in frames, right? So it's rounded. I don't know if you can tell. And there's, you know, it's a mixed media piece. There's two little sailboats, these two palm trees, and some birds. There's two of them. And I actually thought, and these little wooden, they're old too. I have an idea for one of these rounded domes. I'm going to try to make an eyeball out of it for something I'm working on. But we'll see. I know that's bizarre and random, but I thought these were kind of cool. You know, I wouldn't have bought them any other time, but they came in my box. The reason I wanted the box, oh, I'll show you. This is just a basic bundt pan. I don't do a lot of baking. I don't have a sweet tooth, so I'm not into cakes and cookies and pies and sweets at all. I saw there was a tag running around this week that a few, like Kelly and Marianne and Secret did, a food tag, and Angie. I didn't do the tag, but I am definitely a savory girl. You can keep your sweets. I have no sweet tooth at all. But I do, once in a while, maybe once in a blue moon, I'll have some ice cream or something. But I am a savory girl. Yeah, who cares? Who asked you, Cali? Just volunteering that information. But the reason that I got the box lot, I've always wanted an immersion blender, you guys. And this is a good one. Check it out. What does it say? Sweeta. Sweeta Multi-Blend 2000. And it works. So when you're cooking soups or gravies or whatever on the stove and you don't want to, you know, cause an explosion, so if you put hot liquid in a blender, it will come out. You know, it's an immersion blender. Right in your pot. So I've always wanted one of these, and now I got one. So I was super excited about that. And also, I'll show you two of these. I got 5. I'm sitting on the floor. I got 5 of them, but I shared with my dear friend Patty, because Patty and Jonathan's real last name is Sunshine. It's not a hippie name they picked up. Jonathan's last name is Sunshine, and when he married Patty Greco, she became Patty Greco Sunshine. So they have a love, as I do, of all things solar and celestial. And I'm a moon and a sun girl, and they are all about the sunshine. So I got 5 glasses for $3, I believe, and I gave 3 of them to Patty, and I kept 2 for myself. And this is what they look like. And I love them. They're glass. And check them out, you guys. They are covered with suns. Love them. Aren't they great? So, cheers. Cheers to you. Cheers to everything. Everything sunshine. Okay, this I saw when we came in and were looking around, and I kind of pushed it. I didn't hide it. I pushed it behind a box of Kleenex. Everyone could see it if you looked. But if you didn't look, you wouldn't see it. It's a box of Dremel, you know the drill, a Dremel, which I use. Dremel attachments, you guys. And I have not cleaned this out or even completely gone through it yet. But this whole box is full of polishers and grinders and drills and metal cutters and all Dremel attachments. $8. And I got it for $8 because somebody, when they realized what it was bidding against me. How dare they? How dare they bid against me? But I got it. So, oh, I wanted to ask you guys, do you know, and I can look it up, what are these? Are these just ground down sand? They feel kind of like soft, like suction cup. So does anybody know what these little ones are? I will go to my Dremel encyclopedia and try to find out. But anyway, I was really super stoked about that. And then, the last thing I got was gifted to me by my dear friend Patty. And I'm a yin-yang because I didn't realize that she was buying this for me and I was bidding on it. So, but she did wind up, in fact, paying for it. So thank you, my dear friend Patty. I love you madly. And it's so funny because when I walked in, I saw it and I was like, I have to have it. And then when she came up to say hi to me, she walked over to it and she was like, this is yours. You have to have this. So great minds think alike, you know. Anyway, she got this for me and I'm so blessed and thank you. Hello, it's a tabletop easel. You guys, don't be jealous. And it comes with the pallets. Okay, it's wood. It's adjustable. It's an easel. Whoa. Yeah. And this, you know, hello. Oh. Can I paint a picture for you? Oh, hello. You guys, are you kidding me? So, I am super stoked. Here it is without the things on it. I love it. I'm in love with it. I'm going to use it all the time. And I am so blessed again. She's another one of those amazing women. So, that is all I got at the auction. That's all I got at the auction this week. Let me check my list and see if there's anything else I wanted to tell you guys. My September journal. What's today's date? The 27th? It's not happening, guys. I made it through. I did 8 months worth of journals. There is no journal for the month of September. I'm going to try again in October. All is not lost. But there's no sense in me trying to just throw something together just for the sake of throwing something together. So, good intentions. But this month, there was no journal for me. And, you know, obviously I've been busy doing other stuff. Oh, and also this week, my friend Holly sent me 2 more Alex and Annie bracelets. Sunflower and lotus petal. Love it. Thanks, Halls. And Halls, there's package coming your way, too. I got to get my butt to the post office, but I'm sending you some love, too, girlfriend. And speaking of love, I owe a couple people some thank yous as well, so have not forgotten about you. It's coming, as well as my comments. Oh my goodness, the best intentions of mice and men. I am going to be getting to that, I swear to you, like this week for sure. And because I don't want you to ever think that I'm not grateful and thankful for you guys taking time out of your day to, you know, comment and give me a thumbs up on my videos. I'm so, so thankful and so stoked. And welcome new subscribers. And thank you to old subbies for hanging in there. You guys rock. I've said it before. I can't imagine life without YouTube anymore. So I'm really, really stoked. So anyway, no journal for me. But good news. I've also been working on this week October's entry for the third installment of The Gypsy and the Witch, my collaboration with my gypsy sister, Miss Rita Marie. If you have not checked out any of our videos, I will link them below, as well as a link to our Facebook group, our new Facebook group, The Gypsy and the Witch. And that is for any like-minded, bohemian, gypsy-ish, witchy-ish sisters and brothers who would like to just hang out and join us over there, as well as follow along with our journal and join in and show us your artwork, show us what you got. We would happy to have you there. So membership continues to grow, and that's really wonderful. And I apologize if I haven't been spending a lot of time there, but I'm seeing great interactions and new friendships forming and really exciting stuff. So check that out if you guys have not yet checked that out, because that's really great. And all we ask is that because we reveal the monthly theme to you guys, so all we ask is that you keep it under wraps until the 15th of the month, when the next page will be released. So that's been really cool as well. And last but not least, and I got a Happy Mail packet, not like an envelope in the mail from Kentucky. I don't have it with me right now. I left it at Tom's house because he got the mail. But I opened it, and inside was no note, but there were some pages of deli paper as well as a couple of tags. So thank you, whoever sent that to me. I'll show you next week the envelope, and maybe we could try to narrow down who it might be, but because I just want to give you some love right back. But I'm so thankful. It just astounds me that you guys reach out and spread the love like that, and something I've never expected. And just, you know, I shared a picture you could see behind me on my refrigerator. I have, which there's not enough room there, filled with pictures and love from people I've met on YouTube as well as people in my real life. And, you know, just these little gentle reminders, they continue to make me happy when I look at them, and I'm living with my art. And I will do like a yearly cottage tour for you guys too, because it constantly updates and stuff. So if you haven't checked that out, I do have like a witchy magical cottage tour where I kind of show you around my little cottage here. What else do I have to tell you? I think that's it, you guys. I'm going to get back to work on my videos, but I will give you a sneak peek. It's not done yet. And one of the videos that I'll be putting out this week is a altered spell book, potion book tutorial. And I'm showing you 3 different types of my take on that theme. So one of them that I'm almost finished with, that I will give you a sneak peek at, has been, and this originally idea was inspired by a Pinterest page that I saw with a blog post called The Flying Unicorn, I believe. And when I post the video, I will give credit to the inspiration. But this one book in particular was inspired by that post. Again, I'm not finished with it, but I am going to give you a peek at it. This was originally a book that I had gotten from the auction. It was one of the old books, and this just says Potions and Charms. And on the side, it says Focus, Steampunk Spells. And then I'm not done with it yet. Okay, I'm still going to age it up and put some charms on the side and things like that. But when you open it, there's a little bookmark I did with a spider. And then there's just some, I'm not going to show you too much, but yeah. So this is what I've been working on. And look, when the little spider hangs out the bottom. Yeah, that's just one example. And I have 2 more different kinds that I'm going to show you. But these have been a lot of fun. And I also am super excited about the other tutorial I'm going to show you. So stay tuned this week. I'm not sure what days, but they will be coming out. And I am loving the fact that in 3 more days, it's going to be October. So, loving you guys so much. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Like it if you like it. Subscribe if you have not. Have a beautiful, blessed week. I love you guys so much. Blessed be. I'll talk to you soon.